I'm Sean Kent, Executive Director of Resources at Freebridge Community Housing. In a number of ways, the organisation is benefiting from coaching. Particularly within my team, I've managed to work with a number of individuals in the team and with one team as a whole. And it's really helped in terms of working through some of the issues in everyday business in a far more effective, far less confrontational way. And I found the results have actually been far more sustained. Because I think people generate the results and the answers for themselves. They've got a much greater ownership of what we actually come up with. I think the most significant thing I've learned through coaching is the importance of the language you use in our communications and how getting the language right or changing the language we use can really change the outcomes of discussions, negotiations and conversations. We've used the coaching, particularly in recruitment now, and our interviews are probably the way we approach and question candidates for recruitment is much more open style of question. So we use the skills we've learned in coaching to try and get more information and a better insight into the candidates we're interviewing as part of the recruitment. Because now all the members of our executive team have gone through the training with ConsultEast and we're all now sort of coaches, it really has impacted on the way the team works. And because we're a team of three, we quite often find that if there is any form of disagreement between two members, the third person of the executive almost automatically goes into coaching mode to help resolve the conflict. And the way we approach conflict within the organisation is changing, and it's led us to really start reflecting on how we can use coaching to develop the culture of the organisation. And we find ourselves increasingly using the skills of coaching actually in much larger meetings, such as union meetings, board meetings, things like that. So I think it gives you a very much wider repertoire in your communication, which you can use in all sorts of ways. I would recommend Rachel particularly because she has incredible insight. She has a very gentle but firm approach to teaching, so it's always pleasurable, but often on reflection you realise you've learned far more than perhaps you thought you were at the time. The advice I give somebody thinking about doing coach would be quite simple: do it, because I think you will benefit in so many ways beyond anything you will think of at the start of the course. I think the only other thing I would add with regard to the coaching training I've had with ConsultEast is really just to emphasise how much personally I've benefited, not just from the skills I've learned, but also the opportunity to be coached by some of the other trainees on the course. So it's beneficial in both ways. Not only do you learn skills, but you learn more about yourself as well. So I would encourage anybody to learn to do coaching, but also to be open to receive some coaching as well.